Night of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Short a rotation player. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Gobert in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Suggs out there with Black, and it's Carter in at the center position. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Now, here's Banchero. Carter at the elbow. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Carter's got his team on the board to start the game for the Magic. Randall against Banchero. Randall outside. Edwards passes to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Fires from the wing. Gobert pulls it in. It's deflected and stolen by Wagner. And Banchero, here we go.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Takes it inside. Outside for Randall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Orlando, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And he makes that one. Carter's got his second bucket.
And the offense, 3 or 4, a solid start for this game.
Minnesota off to a slow start. 6-point game. Here's Conley. It's blocked.
Good closeout from Suggs right there. How about the young fella impacting the game at the defensive end?
McDaniels passes to Edwards. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against New Orleans. Pass to Suggs. And he drives in. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for. His ability to swat shots away with ease.
McDaniels. And no good that time. Nice defense from Wagner.
Boy, they are frigid right now. Failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Yeah, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Here's Wagner, following the basket by Julius Randle. Wagner as screen on Conley to the wing right side. Randle against Banchero. Randle with some nice D.
I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Here's McDaniels, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
One thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
The free throw drops for McDaniels. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Second free throw, no good. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Well, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
4 on the clock. The Magic again can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. They're worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Black. Michael Conley making his last shot. Shoots from the high post, and the jumper is good.
You like to see that from Wagner. I mean, as he continues to develop his mid-range game, I think we'll see more and more of that.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. To the middle. It's stolen by Banchero. Fast break. Here they come. Ahead. Suggs kicks to Banchero. That 3 off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Carter up top. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Here's Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Wagner wide open. Another miss by Orlando. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Suggs looking around. Pass to Carter. Here's Banchero. And the layup falls. Banchero's got his second basket.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Outside, Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. Rebound by the Magic. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And, Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Magic leading by 3. Suggs dishes to Carter. Pass to Black. Banchero screen on Edwards. Banchero outside. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Conley with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Edwards, good.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
The Magic have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Banchero outside. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
What's up?
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Wagner finds Isaac. Here's Black. Edwards defending. Black the pass to Wagner. That one goes. Count it. And the Magic lead by 1.
Wagner grinding down low. Big man putting in the work.
Bounce pass from Alexander Walker. Right side, Edwards. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Free throw good, Edwards.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
And so he makes both from the line.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Black. Suggs against DiVincenzo. Isaac with a screen for Suggs. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I think you got to keep Isaac from getting in the paint. Once he's established position there, the defense is toasted up.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now Randall. He's covered by Isaac. Out to Edwards. Launches a 3. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Take a look at the Magic. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Timberwolves,
they're a top-tier team that's faced some challenges this year. Obviously, still winning games, but maybe not at the clip most expected.
Harris is checked in for the Magic. Anthony comes in for Jalen Suggs.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Anthony. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Nailed from three-point land. Now it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
Shooting in rhythm. Wagner practices these shots all the time.
Edwards against Wagner. Here's Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Cole Anthony. Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play two bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. And he sinks the second.
Look, we all know Rudy Gobert is a force on defense, but you can't afford to ever ignore this guy. I mean, he's got the physical gifts to make problems anywhere on the floor.
Now here's Anthony. 11-point game his last outing. And the shot goes in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. Trailing by 5. Gobert in the corner. Pass to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Knicks. And the basket by Harris.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Now Randall. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And stolen by Wagner. Isaac against Randall. Harris outside. Pass to Wagner. Five to shoot. Wagner, a screen on DiVincenzo. Lets it fly. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome, and outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
And Clark, Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best.
First free throw is good.
And when it comes to efficiency, Anthony's strongest suit is at the line.
Paolo Banchero's checked in for Orlando. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for Julius Randle. Now here's Conley. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Reed. They need this. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. Magic leading by 8. Out to Harris from past the arc. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Conley loves setting up his teammates for quality shots. He's one of the more selfless guys in the league.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Anthony looking it over. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Off target with his 3. Anthony on the wing. Shoots the 3. The shot. No good. No good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Magic lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
So it's the Timberwolves now. It's a 5-point game. They've got Harris. Isaac out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Anthony in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Conley's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Part of the job description as a guard. But Anthony relishes the chance to get his teammates good looks.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Conley driving to the basket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
The first one falls. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Yeah, he's one of the last quintessential pure point guards. Mike Conley, steady as they come, looks for others first. He wants to make passes before he scores. He's a guy you love to have as a teammate.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Here is Conley. After the made shot from Cole Anthony. Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Well, you look at Banchero, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And here's Conley outside. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 6. From down in the low post, it goes. Anthony's got 8.
Clever call by Anthony there, using the pick and roll to create an opening.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Conley against Anthony. Conley's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Isaac kicks to Anthony. Reed with the block.
Great denial by Reed. Boundless energy he brings.
Here's Ben Carroll. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
First one falls for him. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
Now here is Conley. 6 points for him. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
They get the rebound and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Michael Conley is third.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
And Orlando making a change here. Houston's checked in, and the second free throw, good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Now here's DiVincenzo. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Pass to Ingles. And here is Conley. High arcing shot. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Conley's so adept at knowing when he needs to get that shot off. Nice soft touch there.
Magic leading by 6. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. And Reed throws it down.
All starting from a turnover. DiVincenzo shows great anticipation skills to make a play on the ball and get them in transition.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. Pass to Banchero. Down low. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Julius Randle's checked in for Joe Ingles. Timberwolves trail by 6. And here's Randle. Pass to Conley. And here is DiVincenzo. Covered by Anthony. Just 4 to shoot. DiVincenzo passes to Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's Banchero missing.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And Randle throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Anthony kicks to Isaac. Pass to Suggs. And the shot goes down. And the Magic lead by 6.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now here's Randle. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And the wing jumper offline. Magic leading by 6. Lets it go from 11, and the jumper is on the mark. Banchero's got 4 points this quarter.
And wow, look at the quickness there from Banchero getting the shot up in a hurry.
McDaniels against Banchero. Here's Randle. Reed controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Saving that trip. Naz Reid turning a miss into a bucket.
Here's Suggs. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Banchero. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Magic, Franz Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Anthony Black in for Cole Anthony. So it's the Timberwolves now. They trail by 6. Randle kicks to Conley. Pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists tonight. The Magic have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's Black, defended by DiVincenzo. Black dishes to Banchero. And then Carter with the dunk.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Julius Randle.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Edwards. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Edwards with it. 10 points for him. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Second chance shot, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Looking now at some numbers for Suggs. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Averaging about 15 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. You can't understate his impact on the backboard.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass. They are perfect from the line in this quarter and need to stay aggressively in attack mode if they want to gain control of this game.
Banchero is screened for Wagner. Going inside. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. No good with the triple. It's Edwards on the wing. 26 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
They found their rhythm at the free throw line this quarter, trying to make up ground.
Wagner's checked in for Black. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And then Carter with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Randall a screen on Wagner. Edwards kicks to Reed. That one doesn't go. Great defense that time from Banchero. Wagner outside. Good on the triple. Wagner's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
We know Mo. He's got scoring ability for sure. But he's brought it to another level tonight.
Pass to Edwards. Now here's Reed. Defended by Carter. Reed the pass to Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Magic leading by 8. Wagner outside. Banchero right side. Wagner against Edwards. 18 feet out. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Here's Suggs. He's got 5. Pass to Banchero. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Timberwolves trail by 8. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
Now Randall, after Paolo Banchero misses from long range. Bucket is good.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
1:19 left here in the second. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to talk to his guys.
Good timeout call right there. Looked like the guys were gassed. Heavy legs out there for sure.
A moment now to see the numbers for Mike Conley. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 9-point game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Banchero. Comes up empty down low. Timberwolves trail by 9. 41 seconds left in the first half. Randall finds Conley. Off target from outside.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now Suggs. He's got 5. Pass to Wagner. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Now here's Suggs. It's not going to go for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Magic out in front. They're up by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Orlando Magic.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that, Shaq, I'm going to let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2 in the place to be. Most definitely, they seize the paint like a MIC. Me and Ernie and Kenny.
All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. And this question comes to us from Mindful Journey. Let's see. What was the best class you ever took? I'm assuming both of you took them.
Oh, come on, Ernie. I have my degrees. Shaq has 4. But I like to say my best class, technically, is the Jet Academy. Look it up, jetacademy.com.
Well, my class is human resource development. I have a doctorate in that, I might add.
Well, I think you just did. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Magic shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Banchero.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play. Making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Right side, Conley. Pass to Edwards. fades and shoots. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Black. No scoring in this one. And here is Suggs over Conley. And it's Suggs missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Carter sets the pick for Suggs. Gobert brings the double team. Suggs kicks to Carter. Misses the 3.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gobert in the corner. Here's McDaniels. A shot, no good. Nice defense from Wagner. Suggs with the ball. Conley picks him up. Suggs passes to Carter. A three-pointer off the mark.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Edwards drives in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Here's Suggs. He has 5. Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Gobert with the block. Looking to get it going. Conley's shot is off. Magic leading by 7. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Carter with the bucket.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at the Timberwolves. Right now, they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Conley.
One of the league's more reliable three-point shooters. Conley didn't always have that in his game, but he's lethal now.
Here's Suggs. And the layup's good off the glass. Suggs has got 7 points in the game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Last season, the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, "It's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court." Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Both free throws good from Suggs.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
Pass to McDaniels. Fires for 3. Carter pulls it in.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Conley against Suggs. Back to Black. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Black's got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando. Conley with it. He's got 11. Gobert with a screen on Suggs. And it's sent back by Carter.
An aggressive defender, Carter Jr. also excels at using those physical advantages he has to turn shots back.
Gobert finds Conley. Shot clock at 5. Randall with a screen for McDaniel. Second shot opportunity and stolen by Wagner. Inside, here's Black. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Randall. Edwards with it. Picked up by Banchero. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer. Conley's got 14 points.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Magic leading by 8. Suggs kicks to Banchero. Here's Black. Wagner outside. Now here's Banchero. Offensive rebound. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Conley left side. Now here's Edwards. He's tightly guarded. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Edwards got 8 points here in this quarter.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Randall following the bucket by Orlando. Edwards drawing the double team. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Shoots over Wagner. No good off the front iron.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Suggs passes to Wagner. Banchero with the ball. Now Suggs, 11 points in the game. Launches it. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Magic making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Here's Randall. He's got 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards, no good. Magic leading by 11. Wagner, right side. Pass to Anthony. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Banchero. And it's good, 2 points. Banchero's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. To halt the run, the muscle from Edwards.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Here's Suggs. He's got 14. Kicks it out to Wagner. Banchero is screen for Wagner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Wagner able to get the shot to go through contact and the and one on tap. Great determination that time.
Conley against Suggs. Randall is screen on Anthony. Outside for Randall. Offline with his three. Orlando leading by 14. Pass to Anthony. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
Here's Edwards. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Banchero. Minnesota with the rebound. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now, here's Wagner. 8 points for him. Back to Suggs. Gobert with the block. Here's Alexander Walker. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the bucket by Orlando. Randall outside. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Suggs. Carter sets the pick for Suggs. To the paint. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Suggs. Carter's got 13.
Great read by Suggs, dishing the rock in the two-man game.
Timberwolves trail by 16. 1:51 left to play in the third. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Count it.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 9. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. For the Magic, Mo Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Harris subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Minnesota also making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. .137 left to play in the third. Wagner outside. And Wagner has it in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 14. Right side, Conley. Pass to Reid. Here's Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ingles. Gets a very good look and converts. He has 5.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Orlando leading by 12. Here's Wagner. 8 points for him. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got 14 points.
More than capable of running point. Anthony a gifted passer. Really has good vision.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Conley, and it's sent back by Isaac. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Here's Alexander Walker, still without a basket. Here's Ingles.
On defense, Isaac uses his length well. The shooter really has a tough time escaping his presence.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
And he's good on the second.
Well, this guy packs a nice skill set, Jonathan Isaac. A slender big man who has nice range and is a superb defender already.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Anthony against Conley. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here is Anthony. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Orlando enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Magic leading by 12. They've got Jonathan Isaac. Gary Harris is out there with Cole Anthony. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Banchero. And the 3 off target.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Read the pass to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Back to DiVincenzo. And he makes good on the layup.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Banchero, a screen on DiVincenzo. It's Anthony with the drive. And they'll get another chance. He had a nice open look right there.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And here's Randall after Jonathan Isaac hitting the 3. Back to Randall, 6 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Over in the corner, Banchero. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 13. Alexander Walker on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. Top of the key, McDaniels. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Great defense that time from Banchero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
And he knocks down the first one. No free throws. Good from Banchero. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Harris with it. Pass to Wagner. Harris dishes to Anthony. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Harris inside, defended by Alexander Walker. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
McDaniels kicks to Reed. Reed with a screen on Isaac.
Well, the creative finishing ability of Randall draws a lot of fouls.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for the Magic. Both free throws good from Randall.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Pass to Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Randall following the bucket by Orlando. And Reed has it in the corner. Pass in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his third assist on the night. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic. At one point, they led by 16. Banchero is screened for Anthony. Lets it go from deep. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Monday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And every season, it seems, Reed takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
Rudy Gobert is checked in for Minnesota. Both free throws good from Reed.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game. He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's McDaniels. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now Suggs. Banchero is screened for Suggs. Banchero outside. Fires the three. The Magic again can't hit. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. DiVincenzo. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Randall outside. It's stolen by Anthony. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Here's Randall. Gobert trying to get open. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. That one misses for Randall. Orlando leading by 7. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Drills it from outside. Suggs has got 14 points now in the second half. Here is Edwards. Rebound by the Magic. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Banchero. And a miss there on the triple.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Here's Randall. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Absorbing contact really well. Randall will get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Franz Wagner comes in for Anthony. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now, here's Suggs. Isaac a screen on Conley. Here's Suggs. Minnesota with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now, here's Edwards. Edwards at full speed.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Banchero finds Wagner. Pass to Banchero. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Shoots it up. And there's Suggs on the assist from Banchero. Suggs has got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Timberwolves trail by 9.
Edwards does not back down. Even if it means taking physically hard contact, he's fearless.
In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Anthony Black's checked in for Isaac. Daniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Banchero looking around. Looking to get back on track here. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Banchero's got 24 points.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
Conley against Suggs. Gobert with a screen for Conley. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Orlando leading by 7. Here's Black. Banchero outside. No good from outside.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And when Banchero turns it up, he could be a factor at the defensive end.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 15 here tonight. The open shot, Suggs. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Edwards inside, working on Black. Gobert finds Conley. Now Edwards, just 5 to shoot. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Black the pass to Banchero. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Magic leading by 7. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Suggs against Conley. Edwards looking it over. Conley's shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Back to Suggs. Here's Black. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist. Boy, he is a capable point guard.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, Coach talked all about fouls in that huddle. He reminded them, play defense with our feet. Beat them to the spots. Hands straight up. Don't give them a chance to blow the whistle on us. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Banchero bully balling and overpowering on his way inside. Not to be denied.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Down by 12. Pass to Conley. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Black. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
That's just a case of really good anticipation from Wagner. Allowed him to swipe the ball and get the play started.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Edwards passes to Randle. To the right side. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Here is Carter. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Suggs kicks to Black. Here's Banchero. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 56 seconds left in the fourth.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Orlando.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Paolo Banchero.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.